Welcome to Sisters of the Shadows, where mystery meets meaning. I'm Raya, and together we'll explore stories that spark curiosity and connection. Step into the circle, the shadows await.
Welcome to the first episode of Sisters of the Shadows. If you're listening right now, thank you for stepping into this world with us. A world where the paranormal meets storytelling, intuition meets history, and the unknown become a little less distant. This is our official launch, and we're starting strong. For the next 12 weeks, we're exploring hauntings, curses, legends, and the eerie mysteries that have followed humanity for centuries. So, whether you're here because you love a good ghost story, or you're curious about the supernatural, or just enjoy a little darkness with your tea, you're in the right place.
Welcome, listeners. This is Erica. I'm thrilled to be here with my girls as we delve into the shadowy realm of the paranormal. Over the next 12 weeks, we will unravel spine chilling tales and spine tingling mysteries that are sure to haunt your thoughts long after each episode ends. We're delighted to have you on this thrilling and chilling journey into the unknown. Are you ready to embrace the darkness with us? I can hardly contain my excitement as we gear up for the first season of Sisters of the Shadows. Here, we will dive deep into the eerie, the unexplained, and the stories that linger long after hearing them. We have been waiting to open this door for a long time, so let's uncover the shadows, embrace the chills, and connect with fellow enthusiasts of all things spooky. Join me as we embark on this haunting adventure together.
Hey everyone, if you're new here, my name is Raya. I am so excited to officially be a part of Spoken of the Shadows. This show already feels like home to me because this is the kind of stuff I always want to talk about. The things that make you pause, get chills, and question what's really out there. I've always had a strong intuition. Those moments where you feel something before it happens, or you know you're not alone when the room is empty. When I was younger, in my old home, I remember lying awake in the dark, feeling like something was watching me. I trust that feeling and come to find out my intuition was right. Ever since then, I've been drawn to the shadows, the unexplained, and the stories people are usually too afraid to say it out loud. But if you're someone who loves the eerie, the intuitive, and the things that linger long after the lights go out, you're exactly where you're meant to be.
Well, since this is our first season, we wanted to build something that feels like a journey, something that pulls you deeper each week. January is all about hauntings and cursed beginnings, the stories that cling to objects, places, and people. February takes us into folklore, myth, and dark legends. The tales we grew up hearing, the ones whispered at sleepovers or passed down through families. And March, that's where we go global. International hauntings, supernatural history, and mysteries that still have no explanation. We're starting at home and ending somewhere far beyond it.
I want to welcome you again to the first season of our podcast, where we'll explore tales and dark histories of hauntings and cursed beginnings that leave a lasting mark on the world. Get ready for spine chilling topics. We're diving into cursed objects with their sinister stories, venture into haunted houses filled with restless spirits, and share firsthand accounts of hair raising ghost encounters. As we kick off this season, our January theme sets an eerie mood combined with mystery and a hint of danger, perfect for the chilling adventures ahead. Join us for a thrilling journey into the supernatural packed with haunting details.
This February and March, we're going deeper into the darkness, from whispered urban legends passed down through generations to cryptid lurking at the edge of folklore, from witchcraft and forbidden rituals to global hauntings that refuse to stay buried. We're covering stories that shake culture and scared generations, tales that cross borders, survive centuries, and still leave people looking over their shoulders today. Some of these stories were meant as warnings, others as truth hidden in plain sight. So light a candle, trust your intuition, and step into the shadows with us. Because what we're uncovering isn't just history, it's what never stop watching.
And of course, I'm not exploring all of this alone. I'm joined by my sisters, Erica and Raya, who bring their own perspectives, fears, and intuition into every episode. Before we dive into the spooky stuff, I wanted to ask both of you something to set the tone for the season. What paranormal topic scares you the most?
I would say my biggest paranormal fear is the prospect of demonic possession and the presence of ghosts among us. The thought of being overtaken by an entity totally freaks me out. Similarly, the idea that spirits could be lurking in the shadows, silently observing our every move, creates an atmosphere of dread that is hard for me to shake. I remember when I was a kid that a room in my parents' house was definitely haunted, I think. I'd hear tapping on the keyboard as if a ghost was typing its memoirs or trying to order pizza from beyond. Each time I went to investigate this, the tapping would stop, and we unfortunately moved before I could ever solve that mystery.
Girl, that keyboard there goes. I would. Oh, God. I would have. Nope. Um, I would say one of my biggest fears has always been sleep paralysis. Not just because you can't move, but because of what it feels like. At that moment, when your body is frozen, your mind is awake and you know something isn't right. The first time it happened to me, I remember trying to scream and realized I couldn't. The room felt heavy, like the air itself was pressing down on me. I had this overwhelming sense that I wasn't alone, that something was standing just out of sight, watching. And what scared me the most wasn't the fear, it was the intuition, that deep gut feeling telling me this wasn't just a dream. Ever since then, sleep paralysis hasn't just terrified me, it fascinated me also. Is it the mind protecting itself? Or is it the one moment the veil is thin enough for something else to slip through?
I love hearing your guys' stories because that's exactly what this show is about. Different experiences, different beliefs, and the curiosity that connects all of us. This season is a mix of research, folklore, personal stories, and the kind of conversations you only have late at night when the room gets quiet. We want this to feel like you're sitting with us, exploring the unknown together. So, before we wrap up this first episode, let's give our listeners a little preview of what's coming. Erica, what's one topic this season that you're excited to dig into?
I'm really excited to explore real life haunted houses. These fascinating spots connect us to the past, each with a unique tale waiting to be uncovered. Get ready for some spine tingling scares and exhilarating thrills as we delve into these captivating places together. Every creaking floorboard tells a story of the supernatural. Let's turn the page and step into the shadows. Adventure and chilling mysteries await.
I would have to say my top pick must be witchcraft. There's something about it that's always fascinated me. The rituals, the symbols, the intention behind every action. It's not just about spells and potions, but about belief, power, and what happens when people try to control forces that they don't fully understand. I'm especially curious about where the line is between protection and danger, and how easily something meant to help can turn into something much darker. Across cultures, that has been feared, respected, misunderstood, and some stories suggest there's a reason for that. I've been waiting to talk about this one because some of the most chilling stories aren't about what hunts us, but what we really invite in.
I love that. And honestly, that's exactly why this season is going to be so much fun. We each fear something different, we each believe different things, and that mix is what makes these conversations feel alive. Before we close out our very first episode, here's what's coming next week. We're diving straight into cursed objects. And trust me, these stories are intense. We're talking about the items that ruined lives, vanished, resurfaced, left a trail of tragedy behind them. So make sure you're following the show because you don't want to miss that one. Thank you for joining our first steps into the shadows, and we're excited to build this world with you.
This season of our podcast is shaping up to be truly unforgettable, filled with thrilling stories and captivating discussions that will linger long after each episode. Next week's episode promises to be particularly wild as we dive into some of the most famous cursed objects known to man.
So, if you love spooky stories, you're in the right place. Where the unexplained is taken seriously and the shadows always have a voice. Thank you for listening and stepping into the darkness with us. See you next week.
And next week, we open the box.
You've been listening to Sisters of the Shadows. Share this episode, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X, and keep the lights closed. Until next time.